Armand and Trey, they made some bomb ass love making music. Have you ever like knocked one of your boyfriends down to one of their songs?
Knocked them down?
Like have you ever did the booty to one of their slow songs? So I got a question, because you do have kids, multiple kids, you know what I'm saying, that's involved in social media. I mean, you have Armand, you have Trey, you have Naya, a lot of people that's on YouTube. And one thing that I can honestly say is that when you have successful sons like Armand and Trey, especially, you know, it's kind of refreshing to see, even when they get in things, like in the T pages and things, you never say anything. And I feel like that's so great that you let them handle their own affairs. Now, I know you probably talk to them behind the scenes, but is it hard for you sometimes to not say anything when you see certain things on the internet?
Simone, don't get it twisted. In fact, yo, a player's what I be. Complexion is Hershey. Chocolate lady, shh, just keep it low key. Talk with maybe too much G. Get the pimpin' from my daddy. Game beef from my mama. Don't affiliate with those who owes.
What it do, family? It's your girl, Tootie Toot. Now I'm back with another video, man. You already see me, right? Peep the thumb, bro. Long story. Y'all gonna get the backstory on this. I can't go nowhere with her. It's sad. This is what happens. She leave
and
house.
She always thought she can't go nowhere with me, but she there. You feel me?
Hey, listen, y'all know the vibe. I need you to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and please watch those ads. That's all you gotta do to support the channel. Listen, also make sure you go over there right this second and subscribe to Shiquita Chanel if you're not subscribed. You understand what I'm saying? Now look, man, this is part 2. We ain't doing nothing but vibing and having a little girls talk. You feel me? And she had some crazy questions on part 1 for me. So if you have not watched that video, go over there first and then come back to this one. Then it all makes sense. You dig? So yeah, now I'm finna ask her some questions. And I don't care. You know what I mean? We grown. This is not.
Nobody got time.
And then I mean, she gonna ask me.
Got me thinking I'm finna answer.
No, we not about to do a hot seat, but she gonna ask me some questions too as well. But it's just kind of like a laid back chill. This is what y'all wanted, so this is what we giving y'all. Damn it.
Exactly.
Now watch it. You feel me? But no, we was having a talk on the other channel, on her channel actually. She had a lot of questions about what I do in the bedroom because I'm a female. And she just didn't understand it. She like, you know what I'm saying, y'all don't like men, but then y'all use these men things. You know what I'm saying, strap-ons. And I tried to tell her, y'all know, because y'all my supporters. Y'all know it scared me, but I do incorporate it. You feel what I'm saying? But look, on another note though, we just talking and just having a good time. And I do have some questions, you know what I'm saying? Because a question that I want to know, did you ever get discouraged at any time, you know what I'm saying, pretty much, you know, raising your children? You know what I'm saying? Like, because honestly speaking, I mean, like, where you came from, because I seen the video of where you grew up from. And I mean, it could have went left or right. If you didn't make the decision to want to leave Michigan, you know what I'm saying? I don't think Armand and Trey will probably even have the opportunities they have right now if you didn't do that. But was it a situation to where you was like, you made that decision for you, or did you make the decision for your children?
I'm going to be honest with you. When I first had my first child, which was Mia, just the type of person I am and how I was raised how my grandma raised me, it wasn't about me anymore. It was about my children. That's why I said, like I don't know if you watched my video with me growing up and stuff. I touched a little bit on it, but it was more like I knew I had to leave because of my children. If I didn't leave, I don't feel like my children would have been successful.
Facts.
Because of the environment,
facts,
the people, just the town that it was in. There's no jobs. There's no, you know what I'm saying? That's why I be so much killing, so much, you know, drugs and all that stuff. So for me, once I had a child, even though I was a child, I always felt like it wasn't about, once I had a kid, it wasn't about me anymore. That's just like now. It's not really about me. It's about my children, even the grown children. Because a lot of people think like, because your children get 18, oh yeah, I'm throwing them out the house. You know, that's, for me, that's what we normally look at. Oh, that is the norm. 18, y'all on y'all own. I'm finna do me. I'm finna travel. But that's when they need you the most. And you know why? Because they're trying to figure out life. They trying to figure out how they finna survive, how they finna feed themselves, how they finna shelter themselves. What are they finna accomplish to get to point A to point B, or get to the next level. So for me, it was never. I ain't throwing my kids to the dogs. I didn't care how long it took or what it took. Like, my kids could be 60. If they gotta come back home, they can come back home.
And you know what? And this is the thing.
So
about
that's
it.
for me.
And that is the difference, though, with our race and other races. Because, like, if you look at Mexicans, you know what I'm saying, you look at Asians, you know what I'm saying, they don't rush their children to get out the house. And when they sometimes do get them out the house, they've already had top tier credit. They already ready to move.
And I feel like that's what we don't teach our kids.
We don't.
My grandma,
we don't.
she only did so much, and I feel like because she only knew so much.
Exactly.
And then, like, she had children at 14.
Yeah.
She got married at 15.
Yeah.
So the thing about it is, she only taught me what she knew. And it's like, I don't hold her accountable for that. As you grow and as you get older, you learn more, you know what I'm saying, for yourself.
Behavior,
and it's certain things. But I'm going to do story time for y'all, because it's a lot, actually, that I have went through as a child up until now. Like, I'm really a strong person.
Yeah.
I could write a book. You know what I'm saying? But I just feel like you shouldn't throw your kid. Don't feel like just because they get 18, you just throw them out. If that makes sense. Even like now, my sons have to tell me, like, Mom, we men. You got to allow us. Because it's like, for me, like, I feel like I still be feeling like I have to protect them. Even they're older and they'll go somewhere. And when I don't know them and they are going, I still call. Like I told you the other night, I'll call them like, Trey, did you know what I'm saying? Where you at? Did you get it now? Like, I'll still check. I have to kind of check myself because now they are older, and I do trust them because I have taught them. I feel like I have taught them and showed them enough to where they know how to be responsible and not do things to get in trouble or whatever. But it's just like other people. So I always feel like, even though they older now, I still want to protect them. Like, if it was up to me, we'll all be living together.
Yo, so I gotta.
That's me. Like, we'll still all be living together, but they are men. My daughters have, they done left the nest now. Like, even Shania, she'll tell you, like, Shania clings to me too, because Shania was the baby for 12 years before I had Aaron. So she clings to me a lot. She used to tell me, like, me and my husband and my kids stand with you. You know what I'm saying? And she'll be over here, even though she got a house now, she'd be over here spending the night. She'll sleep in the guest room.
This is another thing that I want to ask, because that's good, because you just brought up something.
Y'all ain't staying with me no more? Girl, get out of here.
She changed her mind quick.
You heard her. Y'all heard her.
Yeah.
Leave.
I'm not editing it out.
Leave. And
y'all heard it. No, so but that's the best. That's another thing though. That's so great.
6 years old when I said that.
So I got a question, because you do have kids, multiple kids, you know what I'm saying, that's involved in social media. I mean, you have Armand, you have Trey, you have Naya, a lot of people that's on YouTube. And one thing that I can honestly say is that when you have successful sons like Armand and Trey, especially, it's kind of refreshing to see, even when they get in things like in the T pages and things, you never say anything. And I feel like that's so great that you let them handle their own affairs. Now, I know you probably talk to them behind the scenes, but is it hard for you sometimes to not say anything when you see certain things on the internet?
Yeah, it's hard for me, but it's already enough backlash. So to keep going, I'm not a person that go back and forth, if that makes sense. Like, I'm not a petty person, so I'm not gonna go back and, don't get me wrong, like, if it go to going too far, like, I will say, look now, because sometimes they be in my DM, they'll say certain things in my DM, and I'm like, look, bro, like, you gotta stop. Like, I'm not that type of parent, and they tell me that all the time, like, Mom, we thankful that you're not that type of parent to get on there and be messy, or, you know what I'm saying, do certain things. I just feel like going back and forth make it worse. But if you would just allow people to say what they want to say, because at the end of the day, I know. When I know my child. You know what I'm saying? So I don't have to go back and forth with you, because at the end of the day, you still gonna feel the way you feel. That's just your assumptions. You assuming. I know facts. You don't. So I just feel like I'm not gonna go back and forth with you. That's just not it. And eventually, if we're not saying anything, you gonna eventually just let it go. Cause what you gonna do? Argue with yourself?
Facts.
Cause I'm not arguing with you. But I'm not gonna say I don't get angry. I do get angry. Like, cause really I'm a person, I could go in. But I just know how to control myself, because I know at the end of the day, this is their job. This is what they do. I'm not trying to mess nothing up for them. You know what I'm saying? I'm not finna go in there and then it's like, oh, they mama just, you know what I'm saying? I'm a raw and uncut person. Like I speak my mind, but I know when to and when to and when not to. You know what I'm saying? If that makes sense. You know, I'm fun, I'm outgoing and all that. But I get mad.
What is the biggest misconception that people have about you on YouTube? What is something that you have probably, I know that we read hundreds of things on a day-to-day basis, but what is something that you read before and you was like, this is so farther away from me that it's like fucking crazy?
I feel like it's just like, I ain't really seen, honestly, I can say like most of my comments be actually like good comments. Yeah. Besides, when I did the video with Essie.
Let's talk. You know what? That's great. Let's talk about that because that was
the
ridiculous
thing with me. It's like, why should I don't get why you want me to be mad at her. You know, they don't know what go on behind closed doors. And the thing, and it is so crazy because, and y'all shouldn't, as people, everybody change, everybody grows. That doesn't mean that nobody's never had a disagreement or whatever, but when it comes to a child and a child is involved, you have to learn how to come to some type of common ground. Yeah. It don't got nothing to do with, oh, well, she's just trying to get clout. She's just trying to make, no, that's not what it is. Because I could have been on YouTube. No. The thing is, my kids been doing YouTube. My kids been making money off YouTube. And so
you know what's so crazy though?
Thing, like, that's so crazy though. It's not about that. It's not, what y'all mean? I could have been in a video with Essie. But this ain't about, because this or that. Like, I am who I am. And at the end of the day, nobody knows what goes on behind clear. Y'all, and that's what I'm about to say. Hold on, because I gotta say this one thing too. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, the thing is so crazy. Until we started being cool, it's just like, it's the same. Your relationship is the same with Essie as it is with Cynthia. Mm-hmm. It's completely the same. That doesn't mean that just because I ain't did a video with Cynthia, that doesn't mean anything. My grandchildren means everything to you. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, I'm gonna do what's necessary that my grandchild or my grandchildren, to make sure I don't want my grandchildren going through like, oh, well, my grandma can't come to the birthday party because her and my mama don't get along. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Or we can't plan nothing together because, no, that ain't me. I'm sorry. I'm a Virgo too. That wouldn't be me. That's the thing with me. Like, I'm big on family. I was taught. My grandma raised me big on family. We all stayed together. That's why I told you, like, if it was up to me and my kids would have a whole big ass mansion alone you know what I'm saying? And we stay together. Like, that's what it is for me. Like, my kids and my grandkids mean everything to me, and I don't really care what people think and what they say, because I know within, you know what I'm saying? Them just assumptions. You can feel the way you want to feel. You can think the way you want to think. Y'all don't know, you know what I'm saying? I'm just now getting on social media. Have you ever yelled at one of your kids' boyfriends, like Mia or Naya? Like, have you ever seen or had like one of your children bring somebody home that you absolutely didn't like? And like Shania and them, like Mia has never really brought no one home, but Mia, like, I know the guys that Mia talked to, but Mia, I'm gonna tell you like this. Mia and Naya is different from my boys. Mia and Naya will literally cut a motherfucker off quick. When I say quick, Mia tell you, Mia be texting me on the phone while she on the way to the date, on the way with her date, going out, and Mia text me like, "Mom, he smoking cigarettes, this it for me." Block. Me and Trey was just talking about that today, because Trey was like, "Mom, Mia and Shania will cut you off quick. Like, you can do one thing, and cheating, it's a no. You cheat, I got a question. Like, my girls are totally different. They ain't playing no games. Like, you can do one thing that they dislike and they cutting you off. And I kind of, honestly, I like that, because I like to know that my girls know they worth. It's like, they know they worth. Like, it's either, if I don't like this, I'm cutting it off. I'm cutting it short. They don't mind doing it. That's why they ain't got no babies. They ain't thinking about, you know what I'm saying? They date. But if you wrong, Shania had a relationship. Mia had a relationship before too. And I think that's kind of like, she just ended up letting him go. And it was like, Mom, right now I'm trying to focus on me. I got a question. Armand and Trey, they made some bomb ass love making music.
Have you ever like knocked one of your boyfriends down to one of their songs?
Knocked them down?
Like have you ever did the booty to one of their slow songs?
I haven't, but one song that me and Lucky really love, and that was when, like, around the time me and Lucky really first met, which was, it was probably a little bit after that, because like I said, I don't never tell nobody like who my sons is.
Yeah.
But me and him was vibing, and we was riding in the car because he used to take me out every day. Every day he would take me out for like a year straight. And actually he was playing Forever in the car. He took me out every day for a year straight. My sons used to be mad because they used to be heated. Like, who is this? He taking you out. Trey. So it's funny, but we was riding, vibing, and he played Forever.
Yeah.
And I was just vibing to the song.
Did he score cool points because he put your songs on?
He already had the points. So that made it even better.
It was a bonus.
That made it even better. Like, okay, so he know good music, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, he was playing it. And I actually, then that's when I told him, I said, you know who that is, don't you? He's like, who? And I'm like, them my sons. And he was like, you lying. Yeah. You lying or whatever. And I called, and then he knew. But that was probably a year after we was dating. But he didn't know.
That's lit.
Yeah.
That's lit.
Yeah.
So
that's his song now. He still have that song on. He had that song on repeat. Anytime we have any family gatherings with all the family, he gonna play that song a few times.
Sex Stories go crazy.
Yes.
Sex Stories go crazy.
He gonna play that. Yeah.
Yeah, I just wanted to know if you ever did that, because I'm like, damn, I wonder if it'd be weird. You be up in there with your man and shit, then you just hear Trey with the high note and some shit. Like, you just see him, you be like, damn, bro, like, what's going on, whatever. Yep. So let me ask you something. Is YouTube going, is this something that you want to do? Is this a stepping stone? Do you see yourself doing something bigger than YouTube?
It's a stepping stone. I see myself bigger. For me, like, I have always thought big. I feel like that's why my kids, if that makes sense, that's why they do too. Like, I'm a hard worker, but YouTube is like a stepping stone for me. I know where I'm going. You know what I'm saying? I know where I'm trying to get to. I know the end result of why I'm doing this and where I'm trying to go.
Yo, that's lit as hell. Hey, listen, if you are not subscribed to Shiquita Chanel, go over there right now and smash that subscribe button.
Already know.
Before you head off this channel right now, make sure you like me up. Drop something in the comment section if you got any videos you want to see me and her do, because she's crazy. And make sure you think about them before you tell me, because you see she's injured. Y'all gonna know the story behind this shit, because it's crazy for real. It's the funniest thing in the world. I cannot wait till she just look at it,
hard under here,
yo, bro, she got a whole cast on. Her finger look like a V. Okay, that's all I'm gonna say on it. And you gonna get the behind the scenes on that shit later, man. I appreciate y'all for tuning in. Until the next video, I'm gonna catch y'all, dog. Gang.